Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin embracing the journey of mastery. The path to success is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous evolution of self-discovery, learning, and growth. Mastery is not an endpoint, but a dynamic process that requires ongoing commitment, adaptability, and a deep passion for improvement. To become truly excellent in any field, we must not only develop our expertise, but also learn to embrace the journey itself, with all its ups and downs. Consider the life of Ethan, a photographer who had always dreamed of capturing the perfect image. In his early years, Ethan studied photography in great depth, learning the technical aspects of lighting, composition, and editing. He spent years refining his craft, constantly seeking to improve his skills. However, despite his technical prowess, Ethan felt unsatisfied with his work. His photographs, while technically flawless, seemed lifeless and lacked the emotional depth he longed to convey. Rather than focusing solely on improving his technical skills, Ethan decided to step back and reflect on why he loved photography in the first place. He remembered his early fascination with storytelling, how a single photograph could capture an emotion, a moment, or a story in ways words couldn't. He realized that true mastery in photography wasn't just about getting the settings perfect. It was about conveying meaning, emotion, and connection through his images. Ethan began experimenting with new techniques, incorporating elements of art, narrative, and even psychology into his work. He traveled to different parts of the world, taking photos of people in their everyday lives, capturing the raw emotions of their experiences. Slowly but surely, his photographs began to transform, and he developed a unique style that resonated deeply with his audience. What Ethan learned through this process was that mastery wasn't about perfecting a set of technical skills. It was about finding the deeper purpose behind what you do and constantly evolving in your approach. Ethan's story illustrates a critical point. Mastery is a journey of continuous reinvention. True mastery isn't about reaching an ultimate state of perfection. It's about embracing the constant process of learning, experimenting, and evolving. Mastery is a mindset that allows us to remain humble, curious, and open to new ideas, even after we've reached a high level of expertise. The idea of mastery is often misunderstood. In our culture, we tend to focus on outcomes, getting the perfect result, achieving a specific goal, or reaching the pinnacle of success. But real mastery goes beyond results. It's about the joy of the process, the satisfaction of constant improvement, and the ability to adapt in the face of challenges. It's about embracing every stage of growth and understanding that perfection is not the ultimate goal. Instead, the journey itself is the reward. Consider the legendary basketball player Michael Jordan. While he is often considered the greatest basketball player of all time, his path to mastery was not a straight line. Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, and he faced numerous setbacks and failures throughout his career. But it was his relentless pursuit of improvement, his desire to continually push himself to new limits, that made him a legend. He didn't view failure as an obstacle, but as a lesson that brought him closer to his goal of becoming the best. His focus wasn't on achieving perfection. It was on the process of constant evolution, refining his skills, and learning from every experience. Jordan's journey to mastery shows that the pursuit of excellence is not about avoiding mistakes or reaching a point where we are done. It's about embracing failure as part of the learning process, pushing the boundaries of what we can do, and constantly evolving as both a person and a professional. It's about finding joy in the journey itself, regardless of the destination. Mastery also requires patience. In today's fast-paced world, we often expect instant results. We want to achieve success quickly, and when we don't, we get frustrated. But the truth is that mastery takes time. It's a long and often challenging process. The key is to stay committed, trust the journey, and remain focused on the process rather than the immediate outcome. Take the example of Maya, a young chef who dreamed of opening her own restaurant. Maya spent years working in various kitchens, learning from top chefs, and refining her culinary skills. However, despite her technical expertise, Maya struggled to find her unique style. She felt the pressure of constantly needing to prove herself in the highly competitive food industry. One day, after a particularly stressful period, Maya decided to take a step back. She spent time traveling, exploring new cuisines, and experimenting with flavors she had never tried before. Through this process, Maya discovered her passion for combining different culinary traditions into unique fusion dishes. Her creativity and willingness to embrace the journey of discovery helped her open a restaurant that became a huge success. Maya's experience highlights a critical lesson about mastery. It is not a linear path. There are moments of frustration, uncertainty, and failure along the way. But these moments are just as important as the moments of success. They teach us valuable lessons, challenge us to think differently, and ultimately make us better at what we do. The journey to mastery also involves embracing change. In many fields, what worked in the past may no longer be effective today. In the world of technology, for example, new tools, techniques, and paradigms emerge constantly. To stay relevant and continue growing, we must be willing to adapt, evolve, and explore new approaches. Think about the journey of Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple. Jobs was known for his relentless pursuit of perfection and his innovative thinking. But he also understood that mastery wasn't about sticking to one idea or one approach. It was about continuously reinventing yourself and your work. He returned to Apple in the 1990s after being ousted from the company and completely transformed the tech industry. His ability to blend technology, design, and creativity into products like the iPod, iPhone, and iPad revolutionized the way we live and work. Jobs didn't simply rest on his past achievements. He constantly sought new ways to innovate and improve. Ultimately, mastery is about more than becoming the best in your field. It's about embracing the process of growth, remaining curious, and constantly challenging yourself to learn more, do more, and be more. It's about understanding that the pursuit of excellence is never complete and that the journey itself is as valuable as the destination. So, how can you embrace the journey of mastery in your own life? The first step is to develop a mindset that values growth over perfection. Recognize that failure is a part of the process and that every setback brings you closer to your goal. Stay curious, open-minded, and patient. Trust in the process, and remember that mastery is not a final destination, but a continuous journey. As you continue on your journey toward mastery, remember that the key to success is not about reaching the end. It's about embracing the ongoing process of learning, evolving, and pushing your limits. Success is not just about what you accomplish. It's about who you become along the way. Keep moving forward, keep learning, and keep growing. The journey is yours to shape. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.